Hey, I'm Brian from the Wild Coast Outpost. If you're new here, we're building up an off-grid cabin in the Pacific Northwest. That means we gotta cut a bunch of firewood. I've been putting that off all summer because we were hand digging a well. Now that's done and we've got time. So in this video, let's take some trees down, let's buck them up for firewood. If you thought my well shaft was sketchy, just wait till you see me use a chainsaw. But we've got some decent weather here. We've got a whole bunch of rain and maybe wet snow coming. So now's the time to get this done. I think in this video, I'll just have enough time to buck everything up. Then we can split it next week once we get a bit more better weather. So we'll see how things go. Let's get into it and get brapping with the chainsaw. Whoa. Nice. Well, we didn't overfill it this time. That was pretty quick and easy. Pretty good lean on it, so it was really only gonna go one way. And nothing around, so we got a whole bunch more, so let's get after it and get these on the ground. All right, next up, we got these two birches here. Actually, there's three. There's another one pretty cracked off at the top, growing mushrooms. I think that's gotta go. All right, we took care of that branch just to make sure it didn't pull or drag with the tree. Got a strap rigged up to another tree here with my winch. I just have a little come along for now, so we'll put some tension on that. I mean, I've been able to go 90 degrees to the lean, you know, but we'll see what we get. We're just trying to keep it away from our little garage tent here. Make some room, and then these other two trees are smaller and not as crazy, I think, so we'll get these down over there too. Yeah, so that was pretty good. I got two more of these to do. I don't think they're not leaning as crazy as this one. We got, yeah, one more here. And then there's one here with the ladders on. wild one. Bounced right off that stump. Wow, nice. Well, there we go. Another one down. Freaking thing. Boom, bounced off that stump. Got buck wild. But luckily, it kind of broke apart. Yeah, I knew this was pretty rotten because it's got these mushrooms growing on it. So, glad to take care of that. Look at the stump though, man. It's not rotten at all on the bottom. It was kind of... How the hell do the mushrooms grow at the top? I thought they would work their way up from the ground. That's crazy. But no rot on that one. So hopefully the bottom here is some nice firewood, because this birch burns good. But all right, we got that. So now the one that I've rigged up to here with the yellow straps got to go. So let's see about this one. Oh, there's no way around. I gotta go under it. Holy crap. That's sketchy. This one right here in the center is bending too. Shoot. Well, that's tricky. Now we got a Widowmaker on our hands. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, man. Yeah, that's really sketchy to try and... If we try and zip that guy, because you're right underneath it. Well, might be better to see if I can just throw a strap around it and then pull it down. Okay. Okay. Well then. Huh. Well, that was like right on the cusp, so that's why you don't... Oh, I wish I was filming that whole thing. I just got it as it started falling down. I think, hopefully, but holy. Okay, that's why Widowmakers are sketchy. I hucked a strap around that and I just barely tensioned it up. And then nothing moved, so I went to go set the camera up because I was like, this will be good once we dislodge this. And it, without me touching anything more, it just started to go. So that just needed like a slight hair to move, and then it basically crashed down. Holy crap. Whew, well. Well, that caught me off guard a little bit, I'll be honest. I was moving the camera, setting up. Just freaking happy as down. Oh, all right, here we go, last one. Timber. Oh, really? Yeah. Woo. All right, that was a pretty good day, getting a lot done. We got, what's that, like 4 or 5 trees? Actually, that's 5, yeah. But a couple of these alders are very easy. The birches, a bit bigger, rotten, leaning, tricky. Had to rig them up, but that's all good. Getting better at that. Eventually, yeah, I would like to get a tier fir or whatever those winches that crawl along the cable are, so that you don't have to worry about slack and tension and all that. It just keeps crawling. One of those would be way better, but I just don't have one. Getting it done, but yeah, let's check it out. All right, that one wasn't too bad. We got, you know, show you this last little stump here. This one I just kind of really quickly did up, so a little tiny undercut, more of a back cut, you know, not bad. Had some pretty good wood. It actually held. It actually started going and then it held on itself, so I had to zip it more. So probably because that branch was there. Now let's see. The main thing is there's, yeah, no more overhead dangers. Oh God, I can't even stand. Okay, no more overhead dangers here. That's the main thing I wanted to deal with. Get these all down safely. I don't care if there's a mess, you know. Yes, it's nicer to take one down, bucket up, move it, take one down, bucket up, move it and stuff. But sometimes it's nice to just get it all down. Now we don't have a danger. Yeah, that's good for today. Frozen truck. It's our first below freezing night. It got pretty close a few times, but now the ground's frozen and it's frost. Only in the open areas. Stuff that's covered is still kind of just soft dirt, muddy, so not bad. It'll probably thaw out. But yeah, I knew it was coming, and I mean it's gonna keep happening. It's winter here, so. Ah, man. Oh boy, I'll show you the carnage. But oh, did we hit the shed? Let's check it. Oh man. Hope not. Oh, so close. Oh, okay, no. It tipped over this other like maple. Ah, shoot, I knew I should have taken that one down. Yeah. Ah, man. Let's see here. Alright, not too bad. Okay, I just tilted this little tree. Woo, that's close. Oh boy, here you go. Alright, everything's good above us, I think. Yeah, nothing's moving. Alright. Jesus. Yep. Thing just shattered. So. Yeah, there's the dead part. So, yeah. One side's probably all punky and dead, but we can get some good firewood out of this guy. Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, I didn't. Go easy on me, everybody. That was a. Yeah, I know I kind of messed it up a bit. Look how way too much holding wood here. I made like a pie, but like my blade was hitting this tree. Originally I was gonna take down this guy first, but I kind of want to pull it the same way, so I was like, let's get this big one first. But I didn't have a lot of good room to put my saw in there because I have a 24-inch bar. So yeah, like, let's see, got 3 of them right there. Kind of hard to get at and stuff, so you can't just take the whole bottom out. These next 2 should be a lot easier, so let's rig these up, see if I can pull them the same direction. Because I don't know if I can do that one. It's on the wrong side. Well, see if we can take this crazy leaning mushroom infested log down. Might just smash this branch and come right here. But if I take this one first, then at least we'll have some room here. Just enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Getting easier. We're over the hump. Pull it down. There it goes. Nice. That actually went pretty nicely. Look at that. I mean, that's some pretty good, it's nice and clean. Good holding wood. We'll get to bucking later. I just want to get these trees down within proximity of the cabin so that it's not super sketchy. You know, we get, when the winter comes, we get some wind storms and stuff like that. And stuff drops in here. At first when I moved out here, it was pretty terrifying, but you kind of get used to it. Yeah, still hung up. Yeah, see if we can pull it down. Cool. Well, let's get this last tree down. He's just minding his own business. Always little bits at a time. Mention. I gotta move this camera. I don't know about that. Holy, I'm pretty tired. Oh, I think that's good for today. Oh, you coming to help? Yeah, you coming to help? All right, so there you have it. We took down a bunch of trees safely. We had to deal with some small maples to clear the way for some of these big, half-rotten, dying trees. Especially this crazy heavy lean. It wouldn't have reached all the way, but still, that was time to come down. It's growing mushrooms and rotten, so might as well deal with it while we have the time. We got those all bucked up. Now it's time to split it. So next week, we're gonna get into splitting all these rounds. I also broke down and bought a gas-powered wood splitter. So now we can cruise through, crush all of these up really fast, allocate time for other projects. So really appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate the comments, likes, subs. You guys are awesome, especially the channel members, Newton Renda, Carl Schultz, Michael McClown. Thanks for being a channel member. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.